So Taurus, with the full moon going on in your 3rd and your 9th house, with this kite aspect involving the nodes, which is happening in your 1st and your 10th house, or excuse me, your 1st and your 7th house. Uranus is conjunct the North Node. So your 1st house, there's a sense of really individuating your own presence here. Something is going on where what you do in the community may be a little different, or the community in which you live sees you differently, and you're able to, it's almost as if you had some sort of realization about your own, it's like your own independent image, or your persona here is being embraced differently. And I think you're just kind of going through some sort of process where your soul has been kind of wanting you to align with what you believe in and what you find to be knowledgeable, and what kind of creates this essence within your soul that drives you to want to talk about it within the community, and how you personify it outward with your actions, and almost creating some sort of image that reflects that. So I find that kind of being highlighted with the full moon here, and the grand trine happening in your 11th house, with Neptune retrograde and in Pisces, and also with the South Node in your 7th house of Scorpio, and the Sun and Mercury conjunct there in your 3rd house of Cancer. This water trine is just something very healing for you with this full moon. Something going on with the dynamics of some sort of radical energy that liberates you, where you've been able to get a clearer picture and vision that has something to do with kind of breaking away from some sort of connection that may have made you feel small in some way. And you're able to kind of just see yourself in a new light here with this grand trine, and it's giving you the common sense here to just kind of realize how you're able to use your past experiences here and almost align yourself better with how you are presented here in the community. So, and with the T-square going on with Saturn retrograde in your 10th house, that is between the north and south node, and Uranus is conjunct with the north node here. The release point would be in Leo. So Saturn this is an integration where you're able to kind of karmically process some sort of evolutionary state that has been liberating, to say the least, but also because Saturn is in Aquarius in your 10th house, this is something that has been liberating as far as what you do in the world. It's somehow connected to your presence in the external here, Taurus. And how this is going to almost give you some more authority at home. That's where all of this is kind of just leading, is you being able to really individualize yourself from your work and home. Almost like how you can kind of separate the two, finding a sense of who you are internally and how to separate that from who you are externally, so that you're not the same person at home that you are at work, so to say, just to make it very logical. So the new moon is going on in Leo, which is going on in your 4th house. And it's also making a Jupiter, which is happening in your 12th house, is making a trine over to Leo, and the new moon in Leo in your 4th house. So what I can say about this is there's some sort of opportunity to create this new intention with the new moon that can kind of create some more expansive energy that can connect you with how you can be more at service to the collective in some sort of way, something you can do for at home that can possibly kind of expand your what I'm hearing is expand your ability to be intuitive to what's going on within the world. So I'm feeling like you're feeling more kind of spiritually enlightened to get involved. It's like this new intention that is being generated from your sense of kind of finding out who you are more internally, and this aspect with Jupiter is kind of giving you some sort of spiritual pull towards kind of tapping into your intuition and having some more, it's like what I'm hearing is more compassion to generate more awareness with collective matters that are based on matters of spirit, spiritual matters, with Jupiter here in your 12th house. Because Aries rules over your 12th house, I feel like you want everyone to, or you feel the necessary need to kind of intuit the idea that you expressing the wisdom of people kind of individuating themselves in a manner that kind of sets themselves apart spiritually, where they can do what they can do specifically to help with the collective matters, but that also connect So I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. And the first card is the Seven of Swords, and then the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. So Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords. And let me pull the rest of your cards. And then Taurus, you got the Wheel of Fortune here. And then we have the Emperor. Let's see. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Swords, reverse. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, reverse. And then we have the Two of Wands, upright. So far, in connection with the full moon and the new moon for the month of July, and this whole month, the tarot is suggesting So I feel like there's a lot of thoughts that have been conflicting in your mind of how you kind of have to kind of withhold your own like personal emotion in order to kind of stand in your power regarding it's almost like this fixed nature that you have here, where this, the need to kind of like what I'm hearing is just kind of holding your position of power here with the Emperor, and then with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like you're the energy that has the ability to influence others in some respect here, Taurus. I feel like there's going to be a lot of influence this month that has you making decisions that affect others. And I'm feeling like you're in some sort of leadership role here, or some sort of dynamic where you have to kind of stay very rational, logical, and not have any kind of emotions. Kind of have like a lot of emotional groundedness here in making certain decisions, because there are some others riding on the fact that you are in a position to kind of, not kind of, but influence whether or not whoever you have authority over is able to move forward with projects, with work, finances. So Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So Taurus, for you, yeah, with these cards, they further indicate your ability to just be, I mean, also this could just you giving